2. So, what happened to this freaking piece of garbage?
Arnold! That's what happened.
Pretty much. So, how'd you think of the beginning of the movie? With all them getting naked and showing up and like...
Oh, wait, what the hell?
No, they appeared, when they appeared...
Oh, you mean when they shot up out of the sky or something?
Yeah, and they're like an orb.
And like...
And then their asses show, and
then Arnold walks into the bar, he's like, give me your clothes! And he's like,
and then
nah,
like
man.
put a cigarette on his like freaking
Yeah.
abs and whatever, and he's like, what the frick are you doing? And he's like, nothing, just eating your mom.
And then he threw him on a stovetop.
Oh yeah, he's like, ow!
He's like, he fell on the floor, he's like, here, take it!
Yeah.
And then Arnold walks in, like, and he walks out, gets on the motorcycle, and the guy's like, I can't let you take his motorcycle, brah. And then Arnold just like puts the kickstand down, walks up to him, grabs a shotgun, and then takes the guy's glasses.
For no apparent reason.
He just takes the glasses for some reason.
I mean, why would the Terminator need glasses? He's a robot, but he just needs swagger. He needs swagger, you know? But, oh, yes, again, also the background. This is my living room. So we're again at my house. But, yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah. Also, if you saw our last video, which should be in the link in the description, or, you know, just if you check on making them know, was, frickin' the B-movie review.
That movie!
You hit a lot from a B-movie, didn't we?
I nearly had a brain aneurysm.
Oh!
Good times.
So, what else happened in this movie that you liked?
Well, there was that OP guy. He was super OP.
The liquid night.
Yeah, he dressed up as a cop the whole time. He really liked cosplaying for some reason.
Yeah.
He would just, like, go around all over the place.
How'd you feel about the special effects in the movie?
They're pretty good. They're pretty good.
For the 90s?
They're pretty good. They're pretty nice, yeah.
So, how about you give us, like, the whole plot of the movie like you did with the B movie and explain what you liked and didn't like about the movie? Since you haven't
So
seen
we already
it.
explained the beginning part of the plot.
Yeah.
So basically, then Arnold just drives off on a motorcycle.
Looking for John Connor.
Yeah, looking for John Connor. But also the guy that came up in the beginning of the movie was like the cop dude.
Yeah, who ends up being the bad guy.
Yeah, he's actually
because also
I originally thought he was a good guy first, but he wasn't.
Yeah, also for context of the movie, in the first one, the Terminators take over in the future, and the Terminator gets sent back in time to destroy Sarah Connor because John Connor is the leader of the Resistance. So like, if we kill his mother, we kill John Connor. So then this dude named Kyle Reese, who's just a human, because in the first movie it was like human versus like Terminator versus like the Terminator, because it was like the same model as the Terminator from the second one, and so but they end up crushing him at the end of the movie. That's why at the company or whatever they had that hand, is because they found it from at the scene of like that factory, and they find that. But yeah, and then the second movie starts off and his mother is in a mental institution. I guess we kind of continue off of there if you want, because that's kind of the next big important thing.
Yeah.
So she's getting raped in the freaking mental institution.
Yeah, it's really weird. No, well, I mean that happened later when the guy.
Oh yeah, but I'm just
so she's in there and
because like she believes, because you know the Terminators are coming and
yeah, so they put her in the mental institution where she's like freaking out. She's getting all muscular. She's like, raw, yeah.
She's like really muscular and still like hot
though. Crazy.
Yeah.
Her jawline was
she had to actually work out for
her jawline was just like so sharp.
She like worked out. She worked out for the movie though. Like she actually.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So what happened next? Oh yeah, the Northridge Mall scene.
Yeah, where freaking what is it? The cop guy is chasing down John Connor, and he's like walking down the road. I mean, not walking down the road, walking down the hallway towards him, and then Arnold comes out with a shotgun. And he's like,
"Oh no, you were like the whole time. You're like, why is he holding flowers? Why is he holding flowers?"
And he opens up the flower thing and pulls out a shotgun.
Yeah, it's just a shotgun. It's because, well, I mean, if you're holding a shotgun inside of a mall, you're probably gonna get, you know, in some trouble, so you're just hiding it, I guess.
Yeah, so he was holding it in some flowers. And then you see him, and you're like, oh no, he's gonna kill John Connor.
But then he ends up being a good guy.
Yeah, and then John Connor...
Also, that was a really big twist for people who watched the first one, because they're like, he has to be the bad guy again, because he tried to kill Sarah Connor in the first one, but it's a different version, technically, so... It was reprogrammed by John Connor to come help. Yeah. Alright, so It was a really cool. It was a really cool like fight scene, and then they had
they're like in a hallway, and it's like beating each other up and slamming each other into walls.
And then they go over to those like sewer type of things afterwards, like outside of the mall.
Yeah, because
that was like a really cool scene.
No, because John Connor's like escaping on his motorcycle or whatever,
yeah,
and then the freaking other guy's like running after him.
Yeah, he looks really weird.
Yeah, he runs really weird, but he was going really fast. It was actually kind of scary.
Yeah, it was like if this dude was running like Tad told me, I'd be like terrified.
He's running like almost as fast as a dirt bike was going.
Almost as fast.
And you're like caught up to him. And then out of nowhere, he goes out into the street, like John Connor goes in the street and nearly
almost causes an accident. Yeah.
And then the other guy decides to jump into a truck and take over the truck. And then they
go down to the sewer type of thing, and that's the whole scene was
okay, because basically what happens is then they start driving, and then Arnold comes through with his motorcycle and causes another car accident.
Yeah.
Because he caused like 2 or 3 car accidents throughout that whole... Well, actually more than that, actually, if you count the ending parts.
Yeah.
He caused more car accidents. But basically... John Connor's like in this weird like sewer type of area.
Yeah.
It's not exactly like an underground sewer. It's like this open thing. I don't even know what you call them. They're like canals or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they're like for water transport. And then that one guy with the truck just breaks through a wall and lands down there and starts chasing him.
Yeah.
And then Arnold's like driving by the side. He's like, I gotta help them. And he like drives off this little thing in the like a corner area, and he drives off the corner and starts chasing him.
The whole scene was really cool, though. Like, it was very well done. Like, because back in the 90s, they didn't really use, like, CGI. They actually just did it. They actually went into, like, the ditch thing and were having cars smash into things.
It's pretty great.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and then...
what happened after that?
Then Arnold takes John Connor onto his motorcycle, and then he drives off after
after
they blow up the truck.
And then that's when John realizes that he has to listen to him. Because he's programmed to by John Connor from the future.
Yeah, because he's like, hey, what the hell are you, man? And he's like, I'm a Terminator sent back from the future by you.
He's like, you gotta stop.
I'm here to protect you.
Yeah, you gotta, like, stop killing people and stuff.
Yeah, he's like, don't kill anybody,
And so then he shoots, like, the guy at the, like, because there's, like, a gate for...
Yeah, they go to save... John Connor was going to save his mom.
Yeah.
So they drive out to the mental institution.
Oh, yeah, and his foster parents are dead. That was a really cool scene. Like, okay, so, he was pretending to be, like, his foster mom, like, the liquid dude, and he was, like, talking to him, and then, the husband keeps like yelling at the dog or whatever. So then like he starts drinking milk and you just hear like a and you don't know what happened. But then like the Terminator like talks like John and he's like, how's Wolfie doing? Because the dog's actual name is Max, so he wanted to see if it was actually his foster mom. He's like, oh, Wolfie's just fine, and that's how he knew like it wasn't him. And then like he hangs up. He's like, we can't go there. Both your family is dead. Both all your family.
Yeah, and it pans out and you see the freaking guy like
holding the milk and the milk.
And through the milk and his mouth. He's like,
yeah, it was really cool.
And then he kills the dog.
Oh yeah, freaking.
I don't know why he killed the dog, but you know he did.
Because he's the bad. Because he's the bad guy.
Yeah, because he's a jerk. He has to kill all the dogs. Obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Freaking weirdo.
Yeah.
Then he goes and starts chasing after them again, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, because then they were at the... Okay, so he went towards the mental institution as well. Mm-hmm. Because for some reason he knew that's where they were going to be. So then John Connor's over there trying to rescue his mom, and his mom's being all super freaking awesome, like, taking everybody down.
Yeah, I tell you, she put a freaking needle into a guy's neck. Okay, so I had, like, poisoned it, but she wasn't pressing down. So that just means he had a needle stuck in his, like, his freaking neck while she was trying to escape. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah. And then she eventually is like running away, and then runs into Arnold.
And she gets super scared. She gets super scared because in the first movie, Arnold tried to kill her. So she's like,
oh no! So she starts running back, and then like the guards tackle her, and then Arnold comes in,
throws them.
Yeah, so it's like
I love that too. I love that too because Arnold actually just went and threw them.
Yeah,
because that's behind the scenes. Threw them against the freaking. Obviously, it was a stunt double for all of them, but they got smacked against the wall. All of them.
Yeah, and then
this whole movie is pretty great.
What's his name?
Which one?
Kid, John Connor.
Yeah, John.
And then John Connor comes in, he's like, Mom! And
he called it too. He's like, he's gonna be like, Arnold's gonna come first, and then he's gonna be like, Mom, it's okay, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
And then Arnold, one of his most famous quotes is like, come with me if you want to live.
Yeah, and then they run off and they get into like a cop car. And they steal a cop car.
If you're like our age and you're
wait. No, first the liquid guy came through.
Yeah, and they tried to kill him.
And then they had to run away and get a cop car and stuff, so yeah.
Yeah, and then they, like, took out, like, this chip in his brain later in the movie, and, like, he could start learning, like, actual, like, human, like, emotions and stuff, and, like, so, like, he was trying to learn how to smile. Yeah, that was a funny scene. Like, he was like, you need to smile or whatever, so he, like, copies this dude who's, like, smiling, he's like, it looks really funny.
And it's like, maybe you should practice in a mirror sometime.
Yeah.
And then what was it? Then they went out and they met like the
Mexican
family. Yeah, the Mexican family.
Yeah.
And he picks up the baby. And he's like,
Chihuahua Diquad. He would say that. We were making so many jokes. Like they're not like near the end of the movie. We'll get there with the magma scene. But like we're talking about like instead of him putting a thumbs up, he's like his dick's up there. And he's like.
We were making jokes about how Arnold would be like the dad.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm
I'll be a great father. Oh no, my father's dead.
Oh no,
yeah. Oh yeah, we should probably start talking about the black guy in the movie. I don't even know his name.
We haven't even gotten there. Okay, so basically, I mean, we were almost at that scene.
Yeah.
But basically, John Connor's mom decides that she's gonna go kill the
guy who created Skynet. So
he hasn't created Skynet yet, though. He doesn't even know it exists.
Yeah, he's making the AI right now.
Yeah, he's like
he hasn't even actually like gave a name to it yet.
Anything. And then, so she goes to try and kill him, but she fails.
Yeah, he's like a family man. He's got like his wife and two kids.
His kid's playing around, and then like hits him with a car.
And I mean, like he goes, "Ow!" What the freaking? Then he sees a freaking bullet.
Yeah, he like ducks, and then the bullet misses. And he's like, "What the hell?" And he looks behind.
And then she starts shooting everywhere.
And she's like breaking all the computers and everything. Everybody's freaking out.
See, the thing is though, is that she was gonna kill him for something he technically hasn't done yet, and wasn't like even
he technically wasn't.
And even if he did do it, he wasn't like trying to end the world. He was trying to help the world. But yeah, I mean,
it didn't work out.
Yeah, but he didn't actually do anything yet. But yeah.
So, and then so she goes and shoots him in the shoulder, and he's like on the floor. She's about to kill him, but she can't.
Then Arnold comes. Yeah, she's like,
and then John and Arnold come in, just bust through the door.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, the door's locked," or whatever he said, or jammed, and then he just like pushes
can't get in, it's locked, and then Arnold's like,
yeah,
just breaks it open.
Yeah, 90s action movies are awesome.
And then what is it? Then Arnold starts like helping the guy with his wounds or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they all sit down and start talking and stuff.
Yeah, start talking about like, you
fucked up. Skynet and killed 30 million people.
No, not more.
30 billion. Wait.
Ate everyone.
No, it was like 300 million.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, then there's the Resistance that's still alive because I think John Connor.
No, I think it was 3 billion.
Yeah.
Because that would have still been like a really large portion of the population.
Yeah, because John Connor was still like he had resistance.
Yeah, because there was still people.
That's why they want him. That's the whole reason they want him dead is because he's the leader of the resistance and he's kind of getting the upper hand.
I think it was 3 billion.
That's the whole point. Like this of like at least the first two Terminator movies is that John Connor's actually like making a difference and is like might actually stop it. So
I'm a man with a plan.
They feel like they can't actually stop the John Connor from the future, so they're trying to stop John Connor in the past.
Yeah, so they're trying to kill him. It's not working though.
Yeah,
they're bad at it.
Yeah, and then they made
their death killer robots. They're really bad at killing people.
And they made 3 other movies that we'll never talk about because they're not worth watching. Just pretend that only 2 exist, and you'll be fine. Donnie hasn't actually seen the first one. I just gave him a summary.
I've
like
seen portions of it. I've seen like a couple clips of it. Because I was at like Justin's house once when his dad and Nick were watching part of it. I think.
Yeah, it's definitely that one definitely didn't age as well as this one did though. But yeah, then they end up going to the company, right?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so they get the guy to cooperate with them, and he's like, "Okay, I see what's gonna happen, so I'll help you guys take it down." So then they go to the company and they start like smashing all the computers and breaking stuff.
The freaking they tie up like this like one security guard, but the security guard goes in the bathroom.
Yeah,
and he sees them tied up. And he goes, "Oh shit!" And he like turns around to go, but instead of like untying his friend first,
he it never actually shows him untying his friend at all. So for
no, he completely did it. Like
he just
they're not supposed to assume that he did. He literally just saw that he was locked up and he went back out the bathroom.
He went back out there and pressed the button. He's like,
"Did the building explode?" Yeah. That means the guy died. That means the dude's dead because his friend didn't untie him.
Well, no, actually, I don't think the bottom floor exploded. I think it was only like the top 3.
Oh,
because remember at the end. Okay, we'll get to this part in a minute.
Yeah.
But, okay, so pretty much Arnold and
the police start coming because the other security guard presses the button.
Arnold has a minigun they picked up when they were with the other family members when they were getting like.
And he's not trying to kill them because John doesn't want to kill people.
John doesn't want killing him. So there's like a bunch of cop cars outside. He's just like blowing up all the cars with like miniguns and grenade launchers. Yeah, and stuff.
It's really cool scene.
So while he's doing that, like Sarah and the dude that started Skynet are in there.
Yeah.
And they're like
the black dude. I'm sorry, I would say his name. I just don't remember.
I don't remember his name. I'm just gonna call him the owner of Skynet. Whatever.
I'm just gonna call him Father. Call him Father.
Oh yeah, because we were making jokes about how I was like Father, no.
Also, that's another point. I love how Arnold's just willingly helping destroy what will eventually create him.
So literally, if they had successfully done that,
they did.
They did, but he didn't stop existing, right?
Not why? Maybe it's just like not yet. Or no, maybe it's just because, I don't know, like a loophole, because he already...
I don't know. I guess because he's technically already in that timeline, I guess that didn't stop him from existing.
Yeah,
I don't know how that would have worked.
It's whatever.
I mean, technically it should have stopped him from existing.
Time travel's confusing.
It should have technically stopped him from existing, but for some reason it didn't.
Oh no, because they still had they had those chips and stuff, that's right? That's why I said we need to kill everything to make sure that it doesn't actually happen.
Oh yeah. So
because the chip still existed in his head, if he had lost to the liquid guy and somebody else had found him, they could have used that.
Yeah, technically.
So that's why they needed everything dead before.
That's why he had to kill himself in the movie.
Yeah.
Spoilers. I know we haven't gotten to that point.
Yeah, well, I mean, why are you watching this review if you haven't seen it? Anyway.
Okay, so basically, then what is it?
Okay, so... Oh yeah, then the freaking black guy gets shot by the police.
Okay, so Sarah is like trying to... Okay, so he gets shot and he's sitting there and he has a button to blow up the building. Because
he's like freaking dying.
He's like
bleeding out.
He's been shot like 5 times in the chest at this point. And he's like standing against the wall and he has a button.
He's sitting against the wall, but
Well, he has like this thing and he has like a little pressure plate that if he drops this thing, it'll blow up the building. So he's sitting there with it above it so that when he dies, he can drop it and it'll blow everything up.
Yeah.
So Sarah's over there. She's like trying not to get killed while this guy's trying to like stop from bleeding out and like maybe survive a little bit longer so he can save people.
Yeah.
And then Arnold just busts through a wall and saves her. And then him, Sarah, and John get in an elevator and they start going down.
Yeah.
And this guy is like sitting there and the cops come around the corner and he's like, I can't.
Yeah, because the thing is, the cops weren't like the bad guys because as far as they knew, they were like stealing stuff, but they were actually trying to save. But they're actually trying to save the future.
Yeah,
but
trying to save it.
But all the cops know is that they were like breaking into a building they're not supposed to, so that's why.
So then he's like sitting there.
He's like, I don't know how much longer I can hold this.
And they're like, oh,
run!
And they all start running. And then like,
and then he's like, so basically he was like dying, like he was bleeding out, and so like right when he like took his last breath, he like. And then, like, so that's
drop. And he's like blows up the building.
Yeah, he's dead. That was a pretty cool scene. This movie's really cool.
And then they're going down the elevator, and then they get out, and they're like running out, and there's like all these SWAT guys on the bottom floor. They're like aimed at the elevator. So like John and Sarah stay in there, and Arnold comes out like, and there's like bullets like.
Yeah, and then they keep shooting up. Like, that's what I never understood. It's like. You've literally shot him in every place.
And he's not dead. His body. He's not dead.
Just one. I mean, he wasn't killing him. He's just shooting him in the leg because, again, he doesn't kill people anymore.
Yeah, so he shoots everybody in the leg. He's like.
Oh yeah, then he shoots like 2 people with like smoke grenades.
No, it was like the laughing gas stuff.
Oh yeah, the laughing gas stuff.
So he had like this gun that was like a grenade launcher, but had laughing gas in it.
Yeah, they have like.
And so he started firing those at all the cops outside.
So like they didn't like it wasn't poison. They just
they started passing out. And then he steals like a truck and busts through the front doors and saves Sarah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And then they're like driving away in the middle.
The best part is they actually broke all this crap.
Yeah,
they actually
destroyed the building.
Yeah, they 90s were cool.
They did. They destroyed everything.
They destroyed the world. Wait, but they were trying to fix the world. And then they got to the factory. Or no, first the liquid dude got into a liquid nitrogen like truck, and then
no, first he was in a helicopter.
Oh right.
And then they were going down a freeway, okay, and he's like shooting at him, and they're like, and they're like, oh no,
and then the helicopter crashes. They actually crashed the helicopter.
And he gets out, and there's this trucker guy like, yo, dude, are you okay? He stabs him. Yeah, he steals his truck that's like full of liquid nitrogen.
Yeah.
And then Arnold's like, oh no!
This review's almost longer than the people.
We need to get out of here! So they start to drive away, and they're like, oh no! And Sarah gets shot. Oh no, Sarah got shot while they were in the, while the helicopter was chasing them.
Yeah.
She got shot in the chest, and she's like bleeding. No,
leg. Yeah, it's the leg, yeah.
Like in the leg, and she's like bleeding out, and they're in like this little car that they stole from this other guy. And they're like trying to drive away, and she's like bleeding out, and the truck comes up to the side of them, and she's like banging them against the wall and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And Arnold's like,
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
And then they're heading towards this factory. So Arnold's like, I need to do this. And then he jumps out of the car and jumps onto the nitrogen truck and just starts shooting the guy in the front.
It was pretty cool.
And like breaks the window.
He just starts like shooting him.
And like grabs the steering wheel from the front
and just flips it. Yeah.
And then like the truck just like flips over.
Yeah.
And it's like sliding. And they're like.
There's like a factory right there.
Yeah, there's like a factory, right?
Magma.
It's like old, like...
It's probably built... I don't know what they would be.
They're probably like making like cars or something.
Yeah,
different
probably.
metal things. I don't know.
Yeah,
Stuff made of metal. So there's like a bunch of molten metal everywhere.
Yeah, like basically like lava, but it's not. You're not a volcano.
And then so Sarah and Connor are driving in there, and they're running out of room. So they're like, oh fudge. So like they crash. They crash, and they start getting out, and then like the truck is still sliding. And hits a wall and splits in half and starts
spraying
like liquid nitrogen starts going.
So then like the liquid guy comes out, and since he's made of liquid, he starts like freezing up. And then Arnold says like one of the coolest lines in like cinema history. He's like, "Hasta la vista, baby," and he blows it up, and like he would have stayed dead if there wasn't a bunch of molten lava nearby.
The lava melts them and he goes back together. And
that was actually really realistic. It looked really realistic when they were coming together.
Really cool.
When he started coming back up, though, that looked a little bit fake.
Yeah,
but
it's like the metal coming together like that.
That looked really real. It was weird. But
and then for some reason, the metal guy, the liquid metal guy, gains like a new power for some reason.
This is gonna be longer than a B movie.
So he gains like a new power for some reason. Where he's like able to like transform into any metal around him for some reason. Like he grabs a pole and it turns into that metal. And he's like, "What the hell?" And then whenever he's stepping on the floor, his feet like mold into it for some reason. It's really weird. I don't know what that was all about.
They didn't really explain it.
It didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
But then
look it up on Wikipedia somewhere, I guess.
And then they're like running through the factory.
So,
and Arnold and him are fighting, and Arnold gets like his arm stuck in like this
so he like chops it off,
and he just he rips his arm off, and then like goes after him, and then Sarah and John are like trying to escape, and John gets onto this little like conveyor belt that takes him away, but Sarah stays and tries to shoot the guy with a shotgun,
and then he doesn't kill her.
He
just goes and he's like, call your son.
Call your son.
Yeah,
but
then he just does it later.
Yeah, he literally just turns into her and starts calling. But I don't know why he didn't do that in the first.
I know.
He could have just killed her and then turned into her. Well, I mean, I guess because he knew the thing with the boots was going to happen.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Probably because he was reluctant to do that. Because even when he transformed and stuff, his feet would still mold into the floor. So that's
I'm
probably
surprised he didn't look down. John didn't look down from the very beginning when he was trying to trick him. Because I don't know. I happen to look like everywhere when I'm talking to people. So I probably would have looked down at least for a second and noticed that. But whatever, he was just too busy focusing on his mom. Be like, oh my god, I'm dying, but it's not actually his mom.
Yeah, and then
but that actually makes sense for why he'd be trying to have her call him instead.
Yeah.
I guess. So that's an explanation solved now.
I guess.
Yeah.
And then, so what is it? So
it's a reasonable explanation.
So then John's trying to escape, and he's like running around, and it is like the okay. What happens actually before that is the guy, like the metal guy, is like extending his finger to try and kill her.
Yeah,
like, really slowly
because he got dramatic.
And then
of course Arnold comes and he's like,
he has like this giant metal stick. He's like, Rah! And he like splits him in half.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And the whole final scene, there's a lot of cool scenes in this movie, but the factory scene is probably like the coolest part, though, in my opinion. I really liked it.
And then so Arnold and him start fighting again, and Sarah gets away for a little bit.
Then Arnold loses again because he gets impaled.
Yeah.
And he goes offline, but he apparently had like a secondary power.
Secondary power that he uses.
Convenient, I guess, but we need the action hero to win.
Yeah.
Right?
So then Sarah is like hiding somewhere, and so the metal dude turns into her, and it's like, John, I need help. Or something.
Yeah, and he's like, but then his actual mom comes with a fucking gun, and then he's and then all of a sudden,
by the way,
and then he looks down, and he's like, oh, your feet have been the floor the whole time.
Yeah. And then so he starts running away, and she's like, she fires a hole like straight.
And then he's like,
well, no, that was a little bit.
Oh yeah, because like
she starts like.
He's trying to make him like fall over
like
the railing.
Fall off into a railing.
But then like she runs out of bullets.
Yeah, she runs out of ammo, and he's like,
But then there's like this like crank thing that you like fire like a clock, like those type of things that like turn, and like Arnold's on it, and he's like, and then
no, it was a gear. He was on
a gear. That's what I meant to say.
He rode the gear up.
He rode the gear up, and then Sarah's
he had like the grenade launcher.
Yeah, but not like the gas one. It's like an actual grenade launcher.
He shoots the grenade into his stomach, and just like.
And then he looked like a freaking Sonic monster. He's like,
yeah, it looks like a Sonic monster.
And then he went from just talking like a human to gun.
Yeah, he's like,
and then he fell over, and then like
falls into the molten lava.
He just like he changes to like everybody they killed in the movie, and then he just like starts like on. Until he eventually just dies. And then there's the really sad part about it. I mean, it wasn't too sad for us because we kept making jokes, but I mean, it would have been sad had we just been quiet. But so Arnold, he's like, yo, the only way to officially end this for good, which it is the way to end it for good, but then they're like, hey, yo, Terminator made a lot of money, so let's make another one that's shitty, and then another one, and then Genesis, 10 years after the last movie. Or no, because Terminator Salvation came out in 2009. So they waited till 2015 to make another one. So it's almost 6 years? Anyway.
No, technically it would have started before that.
I'll probably do a rant on the other Terminator movies on my own, eventually.
Good.
Yeah, so...
That's pretty much the end of the movie, I think.
Then Arnold sacrifices himself, and he goes like this. And
everybody's like...
And then it leaves with the awesome music that get dun 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 dun. So that's pretty much the channel. Yeah.